Well, hello there, everyone. Satish, I'm back, and okay. So today was the 348th weekly contest from Leetcode, and here is the result. I was able to solve three problems out of four, and like this is my rank, which is pretty bad. I mean, not that bad, but yeah, it's bad. Probably because I took a lot of time in solving the second question, and then for the third question, I took like more than an hour and plus two wrong submissions for that. But yes, third problem was really challenging and interesting. So in this video, we'll be solving all three problems, and I will be telling you the intuition and my approach and how I was able to solve this. Okay, so I solved these problems in my new account that is coding bits, and I will be solving all these three problems again in my previous account that is legacy. All right, so as you can see that my rating in this account is around 1658, and I think after this contest it will be more than around 1670. I don't know. I will see how much of increment I'll get in my ratings. I'm a bit disappointed because third question I shouldn't have taken that much amount of time. Uh, it was like 90% of the work it was based on observation. Okay, in that problem, like you just have to observe few things and then you are good to go. So that's all I have to say, and now we'll be proceeding into solving the problems. So I will be doing this virtual contest here in this account, and then I will be telling you guys what I'm thinking and what I'm doing. Okay, so like first problem is minimize string length. Again, it's a very simple problem. Just two three lines of code. That's all. So what do you have to do in this account in this problem? So given a zero index string is repeatedly perform the following operations any number of times. Choose an index I in the string and let's see the character in position I. Get the closest occurrences of C. I mean like इसमें क्या करना है हमें कोई भी character choose करना है and if there exists the same character in any other position we have to delete that. Okay. तो बेसिकली हमें करते रहना जब तक वो एलिमेंट की जो occurrences वो सिर्फ एक बार ना हो. ठीक है. करना क्या है बेसिकली इसमें तो मतलब हमें सिर्फ नंबर ऑफ यूनिक एलिमेंट्स बताने हैं नंबर ऑफ यूनिक एलिमेंट्स मतलब जैसे सी बी डी है इसकी लेंथ 4 है बट इसमें बी दो बार रिपीट कर रहा है एंड इफ यू सी द नंबर ऑफ यूनिक एलिमेंट्स इन दिस दे आर सी बी डी सी बी एंड डी थ्री in this case d is occurring three times a is occurring three times and number of unique elements there's just two d and a so we just have to do this you can do this using map and set as well so I'll do it using set. Hmm. So this should work. There you go. Accepted. It was pretty simple. I hope that you know what I was trying to do. Just have to return the number of unique elements in the string. Semi-ordered permutation. Yeah, this was a good problem. I'll show this Excari draw, right? करना क्या है इस problem में? That's a bit of thought process involved in this. Although this is an easy problem and you will be able to solve it. So it's like we are given an array which contains natural numbers starting from 1 till n. N is equals to the size of array. Since the size of array in this is 4, so the maximum element we have is 4. And starting from 1 onwards, 1, 2, 3, 4, we'll have all the elements. What we have to do is we have to convert this array into semi-ordered permutation. What is semi-ordered permutation? Again, semi-ordered permutation means that on the very first index of the array is the one stored over there, and on the last index is the size of array that is 4 stored. Okay, and how can we convert our array into that? We can just swap. Okay, we can swap any two values any two adjacent values in the array. Like suppose 2 and 1, so we can swap 1 and 2. 1 will come here and 2 will come here. So these two, they have swapped their positions. 3 and 4 is like this. So 4 can come at 3's position and 3 can come at 4's position. But we cannot swap 1 and 3 because they are not adjacent. Okay. Similarly, we can do this. Like we want 1 over here and we want 4 over here. So we'll swap 1 with 4. Now 4 will be here and 1 will be here. I'll show you here. 2, 4, 1, 3. So this is what we have. So what do we have here? We have 2, comma 4, comma 1, comma 3. And what we want to achieve here is 1. And in between we can have anything. Okay. And we want 4 in the end. So what can we do? Come on. Just think about it. Like we can swap. Okay. After first swap. Okay, first I'm trying to achieve 1 at the first position. So I'll swap 1 with 4. So my answer will be 2 comma 1 comma 4 4 comma 3. After this, on the second step, I'll swap it again 1 comma 2 comma 4 comma 3. Right? And in the third step, I'll swap 3 with 4 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. So this is what I have achieved in just 3 steps. Notice notice something. Like we want 4 here and we want 1 here. So you can see that 4 is coming before 1. So if we want 1 here, so we'll have to swap. Okay, 1, 1, 1 again and again, again and again. So what we see is that 4 has come closer to the last index by 1 position. Okay, so this is how we have to solve this question. This question. So like 2, 4, 1, 3. After swapping 4, first we'll calculate the distance of 1 from the zeroth index, that is equals to 2. Now distance of 4 from the last index is again equals to 2. So had it been like this, 1 is here and then 4 is here, they are not overlapping. 4 is not coming before 1, 1 is not coming after 4. So we can just swap this side and swap this many sides, and 4 will come at last, 1 will come at the first, and will return the answer. Answer will be equals to distance of 1, okay, plus distance of 4. So this would have been my answer. But in this case, the answer will be distance of 1, okay, plus distance of 4 minus 1. माइनस वन क्यों? क्योंकि जब मैं 1 को शिफ्ट कर रहा हूँ अपने जीरोथ इंडेक्स की ओर, तो वो शिफ्ट करने के प्रोसेस में मैं 4 को 1 स्टेप क्लोजर ले आया अपने लास्ट इंडेक्स के, तो मेरे को थोड़ा कम कॉस्ट पड़ेगी. So this is again very intuitive, and you should be able to come up with this approach. I think so. So what I want to do is that I want to know the positions of 1 and 4. So 1 is 0 and last is 0. Yeah. I if I find 1 here, 1 anywhere, so okay, so if I is less than if it is less than this should be n minus last suppose, because I'm calculating the index from the zeroth. So fourth position here would be 2, okay, and the size is 3, size is 4, 4 minus 2 is 1, minus 1 again, and minus last position. minus 1 is written plus and minus. हाँ, वैसे तो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ने वाला बट नहीं कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा मास फंक्शन मतलब फिर भी two. Then in this case, the answer should be 230. Although I think this is very unnecessary because इसमें सारी condition check तो हो रही है क्या हाँ, हो रही है तो I mean, it should get accepted. There you go. So we have solved two problems and then we come on to the third problem, which is interesting, very interesting. So as you can see that people they have made around 27,811 submissions and only 4,725 they got accepted and 10,000 people that tried to solve this problem and 4,554 were able to solve it. So how can we solve this? Right? That's a big question. So what do we have to do? uh, we are given n. So basically, we'll have n cross n matrix, which is initially filled with zeros. Everywhere is zero, and we are given vector of vector that is queries, and query means that first we have a type, then we have index, and then we have value. So what do we have to do? Type zero, like type will define what do we have to do, like uh, type 0 is equals to that we have to change a row of index this and we have to change all the values to well I, okay, overwriting the previous values. Type 1 means we have to do the same operation in the column and the column index is given, okay, and what value we have to overwrite with is also given to us. So basically these things are given and we have to perform the operation. And after we are done with all the queries, we have to return the sum of all the elements in the matrix. So first I'll tell you what I did in this problem. So if I'll show you my solution first. As you can see that I did two wrong submissions. My submissions. Okay, so my first submission is this. My second submission also pretty same. As you can see that out of 2688 cases, these many were able to get accepted, but then okay, the solution wasn't good enough. So what I was doing is, I was first I declared an empty matrix grid. Okay, I initialized with 0, and then I traversed in queries, and after traversing, I had the type, index, and value. So based on the type that I have, if type is equals to 0, then I have to set row. If type is equals to 1, then I have to set columns. And I was having a variable that is equals to sum, and I was updating it while updating the matrix. So I mean, what I was doing here is like on every for every index of queries, I was either traversing in a row or traversing in a column. So like if I have queries of size n, so I was traversing n again. I mean like a row again or a column again, which is of size n. Okay. So basically, I was running this for n square times, and that could probably be more than n square number of times. Because I don't know the size of queries. Size of queries can be 2, 3, and 4 and 5, and I don't know. It does. It depends on question. Let me see. They must have given the constraints. Okay, so that's okay. As you can see that the size of n is 10 to the power 4, and this is the size. And then queries of the length of queries can range from 1 to 5 to the power 10 to the power 4, 5 into 10 to the power 4. So if I consider the worst case, in that case, my time complexity would be 5 into 10 to the power 8, which is insane. I mean, that should not be there. It is not recommended. So that's not what I have to do. So what I did was, as you can see that looked, I had a bit of observation. I traversed this queries array from the end. Okay, so if in the end I am trying to update something that will be updated, like if I'm trying to update a column, so that whole column will be filled with this value. If I'm trying to update a row, which I think is the okay, they have not given any case wherein I am updating the row in the end. So I was updating this column in the end. I was updating zeroth column in the end with the value 4. So I know that whatever value was there before, it will be overwritten with the value 4. Okay, so I know that all the cells in the first column will be equals to 4. And then I'll come to this query. I know this is equal to herein I am trying to update row. Okay, row number 2, this one, I'm trying to update it in this case. But I have already updated this column before, like in the end. So I'll just update these two values because I know that I have updated this column in the future. So this column, I'll have values reserved, okay, this one. So I'll just update these two guys. Then I'll come back. I know in this case I have to update the row and the value equals to 2 and I have to update the second column. Second column. This one with the value equals to 2. So I know so far I have updated this one, I have updated this one. These two things I have updated. So the remaining values that I am left with is these two things only. I cannot update this cell, I cannot update any other cell now. So I can update. So I can just keep a count of variables which will tell me how many rows and how many columns I have updated in the future because I just want what I'm left up with in the end. So this is kind of like that. I cannot show. Okay, I'll show. I just erase everything. This is going to be a bit challenging to be honest. So I'll take this case here. I'll take the matrix. So these are queries which I have. Okay, so these are the queries, and then I'll have a matrix. Okay, of 3 cross 3, and then it will go on to become something. So as you can see that I'll start reversing from here. It tells me that I have to update column. One means column. Which column? Zeroth column, this one with value 4. So I'll update 4, 4. Okay. Then I'll come here. This tells me that I have to update a row. Which one? Second row and with value 3. So I know that I have already updated this column. So I cannot update this one. Like, since I'm coming back from future, so I know whatever change is done in the future, I cannot uh, reverse it. So I have to make sure of that. So second row with value 3. So 3 and 3. Okay. Then I come here. It tells me that I have to update column. Column equals to 1. I mean like okay. And which column? Second column 0, 1, 2. This column with value 2. I know that I have updated this in the future, so I cannot play with it. So I'll update it this much only. Then I'll come here. 0 tells me that I have to update a row. Which one? Zeroth row. This row means okay with value 1. So I know I have to update this row, but I know this one has been updated in the future. This one has been updated in the future. So I'll just update it with this cell only, and this remains 0. And in the end, I have to tell my answer, which is again 16, 19, 22, 24, 26, and 27 is my answer. So this is how I had to solve this problem. So as you can see, 23 का आंसर एंड में यही तो आ रहा है शायद I think I did some calculation mistake. Okay, 4 4 12 and then 15 18 20 Okay, 23 मैंने शायद 4 extra ले लिया. 23 should be my answer. Okay, so how can we do? So what I did was I keep a count of the number of rows which I have updated, or the number of columns I have updated, and then eventually I was trying to come up with my answer. So I'll show you. Initially, the row count is zero. Row count is zero, and column count is again zero. Okay, and the dimensions of a matrix are n cross n is equals to 3. So n is equals to 3. I'm at this query right now. It shows me that I have to update column, zeroth column with value 4, zeroth column with value 4. Okay, so wait, hello, हेलो. अबे आधे घंटे में कॉल करी तो. हाँ. Okay, so I'm okay. Where was I? I was at this. I want to update this column, okay, and I have like row count so far is equals to 0 means I have not updated any row and I have not updated any column. So I can update all the values in this column so far. So I will update all the values. The sum that I have is 4 into 3, that is equals to 12. So sum equals to 12. Okay, means I have updated all the values, and after updating all the values, the sum which I'll get is 4, 4, 4, which is equals to 12. So now matrix has 4, 4, 4. I'm actually not updating all these values in the matrix because I'm not keeping any matrix, any real matrix. I'm just trying to keeping the count and sum in just few variables. That is the catch here. We don't have to use the actual matrix. Okay, so since I have updated one column, so I'll increase the count to 1. Oh, shit, yeah. This is column, right? This is column count and this is row count. Okay, column count I increased to 1. I come here, I have to update row now. Okay, second row with value 3. This row with value 3. So as I can see here that I have already updated one column. Okay, it tells me that I have updated one column. And if I have updated one column means I cannot update one cell in this row. This cell I cannot update, but remaining cell I can definitely update. So I will update these two values. And how can I get the answer? Like how many? So n tells me the total which I can update, and c tells me which I cannot, and n minus cc tells me which I am finally able to update into the value that is equals to 3. So n minus cc is equals to 2. 2 into 3 is equals to 6. This is my answer now. And now, since I have updated this row with 3, 3, I'll increase the row count to 1. Again, I come to this query. This tells me that I have to update column, second column with value 2, second column with value 2. So second column, and how can I come up with the computation now? N minus, I cannot update this cell, okay, because I have already updated this row. So n minus the row count which I have updated so far into the value. Value is what? Value is equals to 2. N minus rc is equals to 2. 2 into 2 is equals to 4. So this will be 2, 2. All right. So this is what I have right now. Then I come to this query. I have to update a row, zeroth row with value 1. Okay, since last time I updated this column, so I will increase the column count to 2. And now I come here, I have to update a row, this row, and n is equals to 3 minus column count is equals to 2 into the value is equals to 1. So answer is 1 plus 1. So here 12 plus 6 18 22 23. 23 is my answer. So this is how you can come up with a solution and you can solve this problem. Okay, not through the brute force approach. So I'll take a variable first, and it is already Devi. So queries dot I dot 0 is a type, and this is equals to इंडेक्स की जरूरत है भी क्या? नहीं है शायद से, पता नहीं, देख लीजिए. And well is equals to queries I one. हाँ, टाइप की जरूरत है यार. queries I two, and that should be equals to here, and ये रो काउंट है, कॉलम काउंट. ठीक है, ये मेरा काउंट बता रहा है. I am with type 1, if I have type 2, and in the end I'll return my answer. So type 1 is equals to plus equals to n minus type equals to 1 का मतलब क्या है? I'm trying to update column. If I'm trying to update a column, I need to know row size क्या into well. ये करने के बाद जब मैंने कॉलम अपडेट कर दिया है तो फुल काउंट इंसर्ट करना है क्या? इंडेक्स. This would have been index here, and it's similar like this. Minus cc well, and c dot insert index. And I think it should work. cc size. Should work fine, I think. 2317. It is working fine. Accepted. Come on. Okay, I got a wrong submission here. Why? Hmm. I0 value is equals to this, and index is equals to this. Index. Okay. If type is equals to 1, sum plus equals to n minus cc. Minus cc dot size. Unordered set id rccc. Some. Am I doing some mistake anywhere? हाँ, तो बहुत सारे ऑपरेशन हैं. इसी. Okay, if type 1 is equals to, I need to update column. If I'm updating column, I'll increase the column count, right? CC dot insert index. Okay. I mean, like, this happens, man. I solved this problem a few hours ago and now I can't solve this problem. I need to see what exactly I'm doing now. Or maybe, so it's like if there are two columns, okay, if I'm updating this column and I come back here in this state, and again I'm updating, if I'm updating this column again, that does not mean anything. That does not make sense, any sense. Oh, oh, now I get it. Now I get it, man. What exactly I'm doing wrong. This should have been here. Type is equals to column count dot count 0 as count dot count, and it should come inside here. Will it work? Answer should have been this. Okay, my means like if I've updated any row in the future, so in the past I cannot update it again. So that is what exactly I'm checking. Alright, it should get accepted now. Alright. Long sum is alright. CC, I think RCCC column count insert index. Yeah, that's fine. Well, that should work fine now. And is there already? Listen plus equals to minus. I don't see any problem. I mean, this does not make any sense. I'm just RC dot insert index. Okay. Shit. Now I get it. I get it now. Damn. Two wrong submissions already, man. Finally, it got accepted. Rank 1340. Two wrong submissions again. All right, so that was it. I don't know how to solve the fourth question. I think I am able to solve this problem using good force approach, but I don't think I can solve it. I can get it accepted. I think it's a DP problem because I feel that there will be a lot of repeated problems, sub problems. I don't know. I will see. But that's all for now. I'm embarrassed again. Um, okay, I'll see you in another contest. Bye. Take care and keep doing neat code. Enjoy. Bye.